some we've already looked at. This is the Visual Image Photography Picture Perfect Award. So the Visual Image Photography of Seabird Gulf Coast is proud to announce the Picture Perfect Award for the best photos by kids. Any photography of child 18 and under is eligible for this award. First prize is $75, second is $50, third is $25. So let's go through them. You've seen them before. This one's number 3, 513. And that was Memorial. And second place is 186, the Bananas.
Yay!
Yes, we have no bananas. And first place, 560, the Reflection. So let's start with 4. I like to go to 4 to 1 to add the drama to this. This is 71. A couple of ladies on the beach get some serious hang time here, at least it looks like it. So everything is very sharp. When you obviously are showing action, you've got motion. It can be a challenge to capture the image properly and not have it blurred. That's 4th. Third place, 376, little polo action. And what I like about this is the image is super sharp, shows a lot of detail, and if you look at the background is dark, and so the polo players do stand out from this a little better. That's always a challenge. So, third place. Second place, 327. Some football activity here. One thing that's challenging for some of these football photos is that the background doesn't fit the players. You got football, you think of a stadium, maybe bleachers, and I don't know, we have a wall back there or something. But it's blurred, it's out of focus, so that it really enhances the sharpness of the photograph and the player flying over the text. And first place, 532. This speaks for itself. And this one is tack sharp, and this one's worth a closer look too. I mean, this is awesome.
And you always want to make sure that the movement is remaining within the photo. So you don't want your movement to start close to the edge and then go right off of your page. So in an ideal world, I would have loved to have a little bit more negative space over on the right-hand side to allow my eye to continue moving through the photo. Our third place finisher goes to exhibitor number 199.
Woo!
Yay!
Right here. Yay!
All right. Awesome. Really nice sharp focus. Great colors are happening here. Interesting to look at. We have a secondary focus as well as a primary focus, which made it extra interesting. Our second place finisher, you're welcome. Our second place finisher goes to exhibitor number 7. What an awesome exhibitor number, 7. I love it. If I got to wish anything about this one, I would have loved for it to be a little bit more in sharp focus or a little bit farther, so slightly larger depth of field, so that I got some of the thorns of the cactus that are under the flowers in equally as sharp focus. And our first place finisher goes to exhibitor number 365. Awesome job. Lots of details are happening in the yellows, which sometimes are hard because they're really flat color, especially on this type of a cactus. We have repetition, we have light lights and dark darks with details. It's a great photo. Thank you so much. That category had 14 photos in it.
Third place is 189. And what I like about this is the darkness because it's very sharp. If you look at the background, there's some bluish lines. I'm not even sure what that is, but the blue, it all kind of blends together with the color, the water.
Which kind of makes it pull itself off and stand out against the others. Oops, try it now. Okay, 3 is exhibitor number 184. It's kind of that moment in time you're not going to get back, and it has sort of an added bonus Those two donkeys, obviously, it's kind of like, there you go. I saved it. Okay. It's an intimate moment that's happening, but our secondary focus is the clipboard that's right behind them. It says Wisconsin State Fair and has the logo, so there's lots of other really interesting things happening. Our second place finisher goes to exhibitor number 538. It is a sunset with the silhouette from the Sky Glider in nice sharp focus, and really interesting colors are happening, but the simplicity is phenomenal. I also love that you remembered the movement, so you gave me more space in front of the object that is moving and less behind it, so it has room in my mind to continue moving. That keeps me interested. And first place goes to exhibitor number 409. Nice use of your shutter speed. So it had a slow shutter speed so that the, I don't know what that cliffhanger ride is blurry, but the other lights in the image are in nice sharp focus. We also have the State Fair Park archway in the image and a really cool sunset. So great job.
The other one had 44. So lots of competition in these two categories. Fourth place, it's a picture of a boat on the beach. Exhibitor number 244. I would have given this just slightly higher if the print had been a little bit lighter, but I love the composition. I love the light itself. The print is just a little bit flat, a little bit it's more light. You have a little more snap to it. But, sorry. How's that? A little better? Okay, thank you. So I just think a little more snap on this image, and I think we would have got a second or a third. Got fourth against tough competition. Third place, exhibitor number 395. A little extra with the fog and light streaming through the trees. This is, remember now, this is fall season, so you can see that it's fall, and then that little extra with the light coming through just gave this third place in this very difficult class. Second place went to exhibitor number 68. Simplicity. Simple vines growing against, looks like a silo or something like that. And just got close. What makes the image is not only the simplicity, but also the light. It's gorgeous light, sweet light as we call it in the photography world. Could have been a bright sunny day. I have a feeling this image again was maybe on the north side of the silo, and therefore you don't have harsh shadows and highlights that are burned out, which we often see. And so this one has a lot going for it. The photographer held the camera steady, nice and sharp. So that's my second place. First place, is that yours? Is that on the north side of the silo? On the stone wall. On the north side, how is that? See? That's a combination that often works. If you're looking to move somebody to a location and take their picture, pick a north side of a barn or a building, and you don't need flash, you don't need anything special. You just got the sky as your light source. It's a soft light. Exhibitor number 34 gets first place, and this is just a very saturated. I kept moving this one up. I think I had it fourth, and then I moved it to third, then I moved it to second. I ended up giving it first because it really says fall to me. You know, it just the woods with lots of orange and yellow, and held the camera steady. I gave this one first.
Third place, 370. Now, these have been found all over the fairgrounds. This is a rattlesnake, I just want to let you know. Do you believe that? Interesting, it kind of blends in. I don't know what kind of rattlesnake it is, but that's what they tend to do. They tend to blend in. So it's kind of, if you look at it, maybe a little darker print might have been a little better, a little more contrast, so the shadows would have been a little darker. But overall, nice composition, and I'm not sure how this was photographed or where. Probably a zoo, and the person lived after it was bit by this thing. So. Okay, a couple of things you can do to make your photographs much better. One is time of day, I nag. Early morning, late in the day, the shadows are deeper, the colors are richer, and it just makes for a better photograph. And the other one is perspective. And this is perspective. This is 199, second place.
Yes.
Can I get that? Is that okay?
Yes, I got it.
And so this one, you're eye level with the snake, and it makes it more interesting. So if this photograph was taken from above a little bit, it wouldn't be on the winter board. So really nice, sharp focus. And if you look again, the bright colors, the vibrant colors, nice contrast, very vibrant, which makes very dynamic images.
Thank you.
Thank you. And first place, 378. This is kind of says Wisconsin. Every pond in Wisconsin has turtles. And what helps here, you've got a couple of turtles, you got some repetition, redundancy, but it's very sharp, very good exposure. And again, you left enough headway there, so it looks like they can move out of the image. So to me, this says Wisconsin pond, and you see these all the time. Usually you see them, they're out midday, so you take a photo and it's really harsh, but again, the lighting is very nice.
To choose their 3 top that they would like to be considered for best of division / best of show. From those 9, then they're going to pick the 1. So each judge is going to have input, so they're going to be selecting from 9 photos. Also, what they're doing is they're looking for what they think would be their favorite, judge's favorite. It does not necessarily have to be something that placed first, but it does have to be something that they particularly judged. So it could be any of these, but it could also be something that was a second, a third, or a fourth. And so they've been kind of writing down what they think is the best. So that's what they're doing right now. So they're going to be pulling their 9 favorites out. We're going to put them in the back. Then we're going to clear these out, put the 9 up here, and let them go into that. Okay? What's
That's neat to go out in the window. Because there's somebody out, It won't be hanging up for a long time.
Each time individually, and it can be anything of our own discretion. It didn't have to be something we necessarily judged. It just maybe was something that moved us. It could have even been something that wasn't a first place ribbon, so we kind of kept that in our minds all day long. My choice today goes to Deborah Queen Stremke. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here?
She had took a picture of that, so I don't know.
I chose her fence today. I thought it was a really moving picture. For me, I'm a black and white photography girl. I do darkroom with my students as well as I do digital. And for some reason, this one was speaking to me. So I was choosing it today, and I would hope that maybe Deborah would come back so I could talk to her. Thanks.
Okay, and this is my judge's favorite. I called it my Currier and Ives before. When I did judge this one, I really loved it. It's by Clifford Price. It was in the seasonal winter category. I grew up on a farm in the winter. It just reminded me of home in many ways. And it just, I think, really special. I think it also shows that you don't need to be right in somebody's face to to make an impact. Having a simple background, having people doing things, having sweet light, all of those things worked for me on this one. So this was my judge's choice. Congratulations.
I petitioned management to select 5 of my favorites, and they said no, I had to pick one. And then I was agonizing over the decision, and I finally had to go with one, and I picked this one. It was in the umbrella category by Patricia Munford. Is she here? And what stood out with this was the umbrella. So you had all these colorful, beautiful umbrellas, and then you had this one, which is it's a little low on contrast by design. The texture is really neat, and the placement of the umbrellas. It's kind of an environmental portrait of umbrellas, if you will. Just excellent as far as exposure, composition, and so congratulations to Patricia. And if I would have walked around the table, I might have picked a different one, but I had to make a decision, so this is a good choice.
Okay, we have 2 more to go. Our Best of Division Award in the Fair Book just says that you get a $15 cash prize and a beautiful purple ribbon. And this year, hang on, I gotta move the ribbon. This year we chose Jamie Grunwald's photo from the landscape at a state park or county park category. It was beautiful. There's some challenging things to photographing water, and this one stood out to all 3 of us, and we agreed instantly that it should be our best of division. Is Jamie here? Jamie, are you here? Okay, one more.
Okay, this one is the best of show. And let's see, VIP of Cedarburg and Wauwatosa is proud to sponsor the Photography Best in Show Award. The winner receives a $50 cash prize. Yeah, and before I announce it, I have a little drama. I look at all the photos that are kind of left behind here, and man, you're all winners here. These are all excellent photographs. My compliments to all of you that have entered, because the quality of the images is great. And the grand prize winner is, without a drum roll, is Clifford Price. And this is one I judged. And what's different is, these are really hard to photograph. And I don't think this is a real life size of this wasp. I hope it isn't. So somebody was real close, sharp image, and then the surrounding, the hues of the flowers that surrounded this image really make it nice. They complement each other, and just an excellent photograph here, and best of show.